5 minutes. Flat Earth. Is the Earth flat?
No, Raj. He doesn't want to do this.
Right.
He doesn't want to do this. This is the.
I'll do that. Yeah, we can do flat Earth.
Flat Earth topic. Final round. 5 minutes. Starting with John. Go ahead. 5 minutes. Good luck.
Destiny. Why do you believe in the heliocentric model?
Because we've got navigation charts that have relied on it for hundreds of years. The sailors have relied on the Earth being round. We've got airplane pilots that rely on the Earth being round. We've got mathematical formulas and all of physics is relying on Earth being round. In order to believe that the Earth is flat, you literally have to believe in a conspiracy that millions or hundreds of millions of people have been forced to buy into for literally generations, and none of these people have ever leaked or told anybody that the shit is all fake at any point in history. And it is absolutely fucking absurd that you think that that could be true.
So you don't think it's gotten leaked, and it didn't? I mean, it became popular in 2014. But you said airplanes, airplane that flies over a motionless plane. Like Einstein said, the Earth is an observable motionless plane. Do you know what a gyroscope is?
I know what a gyroscope is, but the Earth is not motionless. The Earth rotates on an axis.
Oh, okay. There's 6 scientific experiments that all failed. I know what you're talking about, but you know what a gyroscope is, right?
Yeah, I'm aware of what a gyroscope is.
On an airplane.
What about a gyroscope on an airplane?
What does it do?
I don't know. I've never tried it before.
It measures the plane level to the Earth because it'll fight gravity, right? That's what the instrument does.
Okay.
So I'm wondering why you said airplanes when they fly 30,000 feet in altitude, and NASA says you can see curvature at 60,000 feet. Weather balloons double the height and don't measure anything. The only time you've seen a curved Earth is through government propaganda, NASA, or Hollywood?
I mean, so we can believe that every single shot from space is doctored, and every single astronaut that's been involved with that are all involved in the doctoring process, and none of them have released anything. The reason why I bring up airplanes is because if you look at the paths that airplanes fly from one place to another, it's never a straight line because the maps that we see are flat, but the Earth itself is curved.
Right. You said you'd have to believe that NASA doctors their photos and fake the moon landing. Wouldn't it be interesting if instead of spending all the money to go to the moon, they fake it and make $100 billion in tax revenue every year from it? Wouldn't it be?
Personally, NASA has been criminally underfunded for the past 50 years. So if their goal was to make a fuck ton of money, they failed miserably. That's firstly. Secondly, it would be cheaper to fly to the fucking moon than it would be to try to fake the moon landing. We don't have the technology to fake the moon landing. How would you even do that? How would you fake the moon landing in a studio using the technology of the 60s? How?
Hey. Yeah, and you're saying with the 1960s technology, they went to the moon before an iPhone, you fucking
Yeah, because in the 1960s,
in
the 1960s, we didn't have all the digital shit we have around today. We did have missiles. Listen, we shot fucking rockets all the time.
So you're saying they couldn't Hollywood fake it, but they have the technology to go to the moon? Number 2.
That's right. Hold on. Are you telling me that it's less likely? Are you No. Wait. You think that it's less likely on a planet where we're already firing off missiles all over the place that we can't engineer a rocket that can take somebody to the moon? But when we have none of the digital technology required to fake hours and hours of footage going to the moon, then we wouldn't be able to do that?
Yeah. You said missiles. Have you ever seen the trajectory of all missiles, all rockets that go into leave low Earth orbit? Have you ever seen that they arc? That's interesting.
How is that interesting?
No. I'm going to ask you the final question just to test your IQ. The most corrupt president we can agree with the Watergate scandal is Richard Nixon, right? So now, in my world, he faked the moon landing. There's a clip on YouTube where he talks to astronauts on a telephone. That would be a landline-based telephone. Talking to people 200,000 miles away in 1969. Do you believe he spoke to Neil Armstrong on the telephone from the White House? Yes or no?
Yes.
You are the smartest guy on Twitch.
John, here's a question right now. Ready?
I'm done.
Wait. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Yeah. John, I know you're listening to me. Walk into your house right now, pick up a landline phone, and see if you can call your cell phone. Fucking checkmate, dude.
Yo, hold on.
No. How does it work? How does it work? It's not connected, is it?
Yeah. No.
It's not connected,
I'll tell you.
Tell me. I want to hear it.
Right. 97% of all Earth Wi-Fi is done through triangulation cellular towers. We can both agree. Why do you lose connection in the mountains if there's satellites and stuff, right?
It's because there's not satellites.
No. Hang on. Oh my God, Destiny. You lose connection when you're outside of the grid because it's done through cellular towers and weather balloons. It's all on Google too. It
is all on Google, and I'm sure they've got special relay satellites that they have set up to ensure the communication exists.
Okay.
Yeah.
You believe in the Mars rover. That means you believe in magical space Wi-Fi that sends photos 200 million miles away, correct?
It's not magical space Wi-Fi. It's physics.
There
are frequencies that we can broadcast from really far away. How do you think? Wait, how do you think we see stars in other solar systems?
You're getting cooked. Can you please show on the Discord a picture of a star that's not computer generated?
A picture of a star that's not I mean, I would have to crawl into the fucking Hubble telescope to show you that. How can I possibly do that?
No, you said they took pictures. They would be on NASA's .gov website, right?
You can go outside when it's night and you can look up at a star.
No. I'm asking you the picture of the sun. Is that an authentic photo to you?
What do you mean by authentic, John?
Come on, don't do the wordplay, please.
They're all digital images. The way that they're it's not like they give you a fucking Polaroid.
Right. So if I bring up a Google picture of the sun or from NASA, you would tell me that's a real photo, not a composite.
I mean, some of them are probably composites. Some of them are probably real photos. We could probably look right now. So we could look for real photo of sun or unmodified photo of sun. And I'm sure you could find pictures of it if that's what you really want.
I feel so bad because I saw you do a debate with a flat earther on your podcast, and it's on YouTube, and I didn't even want to go into that one. But Destiny, do you feel like you're winning this one?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I am. If anybody knows anything about physics, here's a question. Why is it, if flat earth is real, why is it that the one nation that was competing with us the most, more than any other nation during the space race, why wouldn't Russia come out and say, hold on, all of this is bullshit, the earth is actually flat?
Yeah, so since the dawn of time, pharaohs have chilled with pharaohs and made fake wars just to keep the working class always kind of fighting each other. If you look at it, the Antarctic Treaty is signed by 57, 52 different countries. So nobody can go in Antarctica unless it's a government kind of like thing. But it's militarized for a reason. It's the only treaty not broken for a reason. If this treaty has been held up this long, it proves that the earth, they work together. The Cold War is a fugazi.
So why is it that when the Soviet Union was on the verge of collapse, when they were competing all over the world, you're saying we work together while we've got things like, we've got Germany divided by the fucking Berlin Wall, we've got all these proxy conflicts going around the world. The USSR is like, oh, we're going to collapse, but we're not going to take America down with us. We're not going to reveal anything about flat earth.
What I'm saying is the Federal Reserve, which they print money, is not regulated. It's higher than government. So there are people who own a lot more than countries.
First of all, that's not even true. The Federal Reserve, the chairman is appointed by the president. What do you mean?
Okay, maybe I have a book I'm going to send to you. All right. But Destiny, you know history. You know that 90% of Russian technology was given by the U.S. There's no way you believe in this Cold War. You do? That they're competing? Really?
Okay, so the Cuban Missile Crisis, all of that shit, everything is all fake.
I mean, a lot of the stuff the government does is fake. Yeah, I mean, you agreed that Vietnam was a fake.
You know what? I think this is the first time I've ever won 2 debates back to back, because not only is this fucking flat earth shit crazy, but now you're reinforcing my belief that religious people are fucking crazy too, which helps our earlier debate. So I appreciate that, John.
Are you distracting the audience by calling me names?
How am I distracting anybody? You're telling me that there is a conspiracy theory that spans the history of mankind. That every government agency is bought into.
If I can interject, you said spans the dawn time. For most of human history and every culture and religion, they talked about a flat Earth with the stars inside a closed system. But up until the 1900s, you can see it's leaked all over dark web and Google that up until the 1900s, Russians were taught about flat Earth. This is a new concept. I know what you're trying to say.
Even even in the time of Christopher Columbus sailing the Earth, then they knew that the Earth was spherical.
Yeah, and he circumnavigated east to west, just like how the sun moves. What did he use? The North Star Polaris has not deviated even inches off the sky for thousands of years. If you're flying through space, how come stars never intersect? Why do star trails always make perfect counterclockwise circles? It's because
the Earth is spinning on an axis and those stars are so tremendously far away from us. We're not going to see them move through the sky.
But you're not just spinning through an axis. The sun is moving too. So it's an acentric model where you're flying through space. So
wait, Jonzherka, if you look up at the sun and you walk around your apartment building, the sun's not going to move through the sky, dog. It's insanely fucking far away.
I don't really say it'll move through the sky. I'm saying for thousands of years, the North Polaris has not moved, right? So
yeah, because this is a star that's probably like hundreds of millions or light years away from us. Okay. Why would we expect it to move?
And now we get to the mathematician part. Okay, perfect. So no. So you believe that the truth is subjective, where if it's thousands of light years away, time is perceived differently. We who believe in God believe there's one objective truth. That's God, right? I have a question. If it takes, let's say, you don't want to talk about the Antarctic Treaty, right?
I don't think it's relevant to any of this.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think that because some countries have treaties around obscure parts of the world that they don't travel too much anyway, that proves flat Earth. No.
Okay, I'm not going to talk about flight trails. You discredit all the engineers and the airplane pilots that found the flat Earth through the dark web in 2004.
I'm going to go with the 99.99% of engineers and pilots that believe that the Earth is
closing
a sphere.
statements, gentlemen.
Cool.
It's the end.
So,
closing statements.
Destiny,
you have very short amount of time, John. Go, please.
Destiny, the word planet comes from the word plane. They added a T to confuse Destiny's dumbass because it's a motionless plane, right? What I'm trying to say is if you look at how the horizon works, the higher you go, like all of the mathematics check out in my version, not yours. We have the scientific method with curvature, with constellations, with everything. I don't know why you say we're crazy. You believe in water sticking to a ball when water always seeks its level. I mean, like, it's never been proven. The only time you measure gravity is outside of your realm of existence because you say you have to leave low Earth orbit. You have to go to space. It has to be as big as Earth. You'll never find, if it's scientific method, you should be able to test it repeatable in nature, correct? So gravity is your God. It's your theory. It's a faith-based thing. There's a lot of things that are faith-based, but you're getting dominated. Go ahead.
I mean, I think we can summarize this whole debate with you saying that planet is plane with a T added at the end. Planet comes from an old Greek word, and it means wanderer, like wanders around the solar system. Like, isn't like heliocentric at the center of the fucking universe. I mean, we can talk about any of these water finds its level. I mean, like, these are all like the same conspiracy theorists that have been brought up and debunked a billion times in the past. I mean,
does water always seek its level? Has it ever stuck to any triangle or ball ever in history?
I mean, if that triangle or ball is generating enough gravity to keep the water on it, then yeah,
right. And the only way you can measure gravity is on a planetary scale. So technically, you can't repeat that science. It's not real science. You can't do it in nature. You can't do it in a lab. Another thing, rainbows. If you look at how do you recreate with a scientific method a rainbow in a garage?
Wait, what do you mean we can't measure gravity? We've measured gravity all the time.
We just agreed that it's on a planetary level. It has to be on a. So the scale cannot be repeated in nature.
What do you mean? Like, we can't make a planet? I mean, like, you can look at, if you want, we can look at videos. Wait, we can look at videos right now of astronauts in space that like pool water around a ball and watch it like congeal there and float. I mean, we can look at the videos right now if you want.
No, yeah. We'll do it on your channel and we'll send each other 2-3 videos for like 20 minutes for debate. I have 20 minutes of my day for you. So what I'm trying to say, Destiny, is how do you recreate a rainbow in a garage? Rainbows are dome shaped because it is a dome. Nothing's left low Earth orbit. You recreate a rainbow in a garage with water vapor, a light source, and a glass dome. That's why sundogs, rainbows are dome shaped. They're not spherical in any sense.
But you can create a rainbow. Hold on. Anybody that's ever been outside knows that you can create a rainbow without a glass dome anytime you want. If you turn a sprinkler on, you can see a rainbow appear. You don't need a glass dome for that.
Exactly. And how is the rainbow appearing in nature?
The rainbow appears in nature because when light passes through water, the water causes the different wavelengths to refract. What do you mean?
The dome shape is being caused by the dome. That's why rainbows, small or large, are all reflecting off. If I asked you to recreate a rainbow in a garage,
first of all, it doesn't make a dome shape. It makes a spherical shape. A rainbow is a sphere.
It doesn't make it. Did you say a rainbow is a sphere?
Yeah, well, it's a circle technically because it's a two-dimensional plane. But do you disagree?
Do you want to lock that in, that a rainbow is spherical?
Have you ever seen a full rainbow before? Yeah, it is.
Just say for the
a rainbow is like a spherical thing. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard the gentleman speak. It's now time to vote. Please,
Raj, wait a second. What if the examples given in this very argument of Russia versus US and the conspiracy of the Earth being flat being kept hidden for the US, what if all these propagandas, all these false wars, what if right now we are seeing that same brainwashing happening on a smaller relative level where Zerka is Russia trying to speak the truth and Destiny is the US keeping the truth from being spoken, and this is a smaller model of the bigger model that we live in.
Holy shit!
Holy shit!
Holy shit!
Holy fuck!
What kind of squad W cocaine is that, Raj? Whoa!
Dude, did you see this?
Whoa!
This is why I advocate for education reform in the United States, because holy fucking shit. Oh my god.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Catch that, Raj?
you have heard
Holy
from both
shit.
sides.
Whoa!
It's now time to vote who you want to
and
win the Raj.
hang on. Destiny.
Yeah.
Just to show you, we have the scientific map and everything. But what is the United Nations flag if not our flat Earth map?
Oh, you got it, dude. They snuck it in there.
I mean, if they fooled you.
Now look, the winning poll, gentlemen who are watching the poll, please do not click the link and look at the results. I want to announce it to you. Vote, chat, who you want to win the Raj Royale podcast.
One quick question though for Zerka, okay? So if the Earth's flat, is there an end that we'd fall off?
Yeah, I'll ask the same question to you. Where's the edge of space?
What? The universe is literally defined as everything in existence. There can't be an edge to everything.
Exactly. So until we can actually go to Antarctica, I know it's a treaty, it's militarized zone, but we're either dealing with a infinite plane.
Have you ever been on like an international flight before?
So weird that you guys disagree with me, because Admiral Byrd, the first person to explore Antarctica in front of a flat Earth map, was interviewed. These questions, the clips on YouTube. I just find it so weird how you guys go against Admiral Byrd. You know?
I mean, I find it so weird how you would go against literally, 15 different scientific disciplines.
You mean government propaganda?
All education now is government propaganda?
No,
Wait, here's a question. John, I got a real question for you. Real question. If the government propaganda is so strong that we have multiple countries, we've got multiple academic fields, we've got multiple institutions of education, all these people are all bought in for 200, 300 years or whatever, all bought into this flat Earth shit, however many years it's been, right? Why wouldn't they just delete the flat Earth shit off the internet?
Well, that's the thing. When you search up flat Earth, you don't get the stuff that I research.
You do.
No. You get a disc flying through space. You get Flat Earth Society bullshit. You don't get the scientific method. The shit that I'm into is you'll never find it. Nobody will ever find it.
Then how the fuck did you find it?
Well, that's the thing. Before it got deleted, I was looking into, it was a Joe Rogan podcast. I said, Eddie Bravo is such an idiot. I looked into it and I realized, my God, they have the scientific method. They have engineers in the Discord. They have airplane pilots. There's no way Destiny can beat 300,000 airplane pilots in one group.
Do you see what my country has become, Manuel? This is what we live with in the United States. These are the people that vote for Trump, by the way. This is what my fucking country is like, all right?
I'm in Canada. I'm in Canada, bro.
Your country? Manuel's
my continent. Sometimes we drift a little bit north. And
Dude, I've got to say, Raj, I've got to say right now.
I can't even vote for Trump.
Go ahead, Train.
I've got to say to both Zerka and Destiny, this right here, what I just witnessed, I will confidently say is the best content I have ever experienced in the last 2 years I've been on Twitch, and that is
a flat Earth debate.
Dude, this was amazing. I haven't been more entertained. I could listen to this for another 2 hours happily with a smile on my face. This was amazing, and I hope this goes on. I love this. I can't, dude. This was amazing.
It will go on Destiny's podcast once a week. Destiny and I are gonna go at it.
Thank you, Train. I appreciate it. Thank you, Destiny. Now,
wait, somebody just linked like a picture of somebody